for Boots and Xander. You called it. You said Boots would win, and he won. Right?
After 5, yeah.
You did say that after 5 as well. You did say that. Let me clarify. You said Boots was going to win after 5, and he did win that. But you also told my audience about the left hook, right? So, looking back now, how accurate do you think your prediction really was?
I think it was like about 75% because I pretty much thought Xander was gonna get at him, right? And I told you if he catches him with that shot,
yes,
if he gazes him, he could actually pretty much take him out.
He was the first person I thought about. What the hell?
And then I said, but after 5,
yeah.
Once Xander gets to see you or even gets to know you, I adjust.
Yes.
Once Xander knows what you're doing or just locks in every move you make, even him being hurt. So he's gonna next round. If you give him that round, he's gonna pick up. He's gonna just mimic you all day, you know. And that's how he got to win.
Listen, we're in the gym, so you know.
Yeah, we're a little hot. We're a little hot. A little steamy, but
yeah, we ain't got towels. We got paper towels.
Hey, he's doing his job, you know.
But look, so okay, the third round. Let's talk about that. So. After the third round, should Boots be happy he showed heart, or should he be concerned that other elite fighters now they have something to study, like in game tape?
Honestly, a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because Xander's a big boy.
Okay.
And when he got stunned really good with that one, it showed like, hey, yes, I have to fix it because somebody's gonna pick that up, another good coach, or I know I could take it from somebody who's actually top tier in that division. Remember, he came up to that division. So to get hit by somebody like Xander takes a lot. So at least if he could take it, even if they try to see it and say, hey, you know, I'll be able to use that. They're still not Xander. That's still a shot that came on his own. You know what I mean? So it's like a little bit of both. It's good for him both ways.
Okay.
Makes him sharper. You know, go back to the drawing board and do what he has to do and stuff like that.
I seen him walking out the gym. It was an interview on YSM Media Sports. Let me not get it wrong, but I watch that content a lot. But even Boots was saying that he gave himself a C+. He needs to go watch the game tape.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I ever heard Boots say he wanted to go watch the game tape.
Yeah.
So
he never really does that.
You could tell he probably
He's honest.
Yeah, that's one thing. He's honest, but you know when you be chilling with your friends and you know that they know something's off, but they're trying to be fronting a little bit. You see it in their face. So that's how it was with Boots when you was asking him about like, yo, did he get buzzed or anything like that, or how did he feel about the third round? And
that's why he said, hey, I played around too much. Yeah. Because you got to make it look like that because
he said I was
not
being
playing.
lazy.
Yeah,
I was being lazy, and he said, yo, we're gonna fix that. We never gonna make that happen again.
Which he will.
You know what I'm saying?
Which he will.
So I respect that about Boots. You know what I'm saying? At least he acknowledged it.
He's humble. And Xander too. They both. I think the last part of their interview.
Yeah.
When they finished the fight, was super dope.
Yeah, of course. That was great for the sport.
You don't got too many guys who do it. They'll shake their hand, they do a little something, then they go back to the, he was easy, he was. In the beginning you saw the fight like that, but right there you got to give each other credit.
And plus, they really didn't have no tension like that.
No, they didn't have to fight each other.
They had no tension, and they sold the fight with just charisma, swag, and talking about they better than others.
And it could be a potential rematch.
It could be a potential rematch. Would you like to see a rematch?
I would love to see. At 160.
Just because of the fact that he buzzed Boots, that's the only reason I would like to see the rematch.
And but the dynamic of the fighting. So again, for everybody who knows out there, when we us coaches watch the dynamic of fighting, it's like the IQ, how much stamina was lost. You push yourself, you push your heart, you push what you think. Listen to me, I'm losing the fight, but I got to do something because one shot could do it, right? So when you see the IQ happening and Boots was dazed, but still came and turned his body and hit the shots, people want to see that again. All we're going to do is who's going to add somebody to their team to make those mistakes better. Because a rematch is always better.
It is.
Could be easier. It could be even a longer fight with a knockout or quicker, you know?
I don't know if fans would want to see that because of the fact that unless Xander shows something else in his next fight. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because and mind you, let me just rephrase. I don't think they want to see that more than they want to see the Virgil Ortiz or the front door fight.
Honestly, I think Boots, to me, no disrespect to Virgil Ortiz, I just think Boots is way to his levels, but also to his swag. I like to call it swag on his punching style. Like New York, Philly, between his style and Virgil Ortiz, he has power. But who says he's going to touch him this time because of what happened with Xander? You know what I'm saying? So I think I would like to see, my opinion, I would like to see Xander, you maybe get a coach that will help him with his head movement more.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
To add to the team. And then fight him again, because Boots, his style is always going to be his style, just a little quicker, maybe a little bit more leg movement, more head movement, but it's going to be a dynamic fight. I would love to see the rematch because of the belt.
Yes.
Let him try to get his belt back.
Yeah.
He gave it to him, gave him that shot.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So,
and you know what? People would still pay for it.
Yeah,
especially
it's whatever the people want.
Yeah, people pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Virgil and Ortiz run.
Yeah.
While we on this topic, who would you like to see Boots fight more next? Would it be Virgil or would it be Fundora?
Fundora.
And mind you, I'm gonna double up that question.
Yeah. That's definitely Fundora.
Did this fight make you more confident in Boots against Fundora or Virgil?
This fight right here that he just won?
Uh-huh.
More confident against Fundora because he's never been touched like that, to me.
Okay.
He's got touched, but not hurt like that.
Yeah.
And to come back and still be able to whip punches like that, I think the only climb is because he's tall. But I still think Boots, with his jumping ability, would chop it.
Yeah.
And body shots?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's gonna, yeah.
And Fundora doesn't have a great chin.
No, Fundora don't have a great chin, and once he feel a couple of those body shots, he's going to lower that hand.
And also, too, for all the coaches out there, they know Boots knows how to slip towards the fighter, not only away from the fighter. So when they go exchange and he goes up and he comes down, more velocity is coming up.
That's true.
Put him out.
And the funny thing is, that's what happened in the exchange.
I mean, with Fundora got knocked out. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Yeah, y'all
that's what happens when you get
y'all
punched
put it in the comment section.
I forgot.
In the comment section, I forgot too.
Yes.
I was because I caught a brain fart because I was gonna say
me too.
That's what happened with him and Xander, where it's like he was slipping inside and caught him with the uppercut.
Caught him, went to
clean.
sleep.
You know what I'm saying? And I give Xander credit for that because he looked defeated. He didn't really look defeated after the first knockdown, but the first knockdown he looked more like, yo, why the fuck did I get caught with that? That's how he looked like. How the fuck?
He was stunned.
Yeah.
But you know what is it? You know what it is, Socrates? That sometimes you make these mistakes in the sparring, right? So every time in this generation, I think sometimes all the superstars are so, all the limelight is on them that they can't even make a mistake in there. So when you're supposed to make mistakes in there, whether you get dropped or whether you get something happens, doesn't mean you have to, but if it happens, learn it from it. I like that he took the knee and he stood there, waited all the way to 8. He didn't try to get up. He didn't try to fly.
Nope.
He just said, "Yo, this is something new." But it can make you afraid, or it can make you quit. You know what I'm saying?
And then do you feel away because Virgil Ortiz was talking shit about Xander taking the knee? And do you feel away? Do you think he's a quitter, or do you think that he was following?
He's not a quitter. Let me say that. That's 154. At the end of the day, you could do so much damage because he wasn't moving his head so much. Your vertebrae, anything could have happened.
Yeah,
man.
and he went to the hospital.
But he looked at the corner. It's all about what they're waving, and they did the best thing for him.
Yeah,
that was a really good call. Because for him to get up, what about if he would have broke his jaw or broke something else? You know, so he did the best he can.
So following up for the first question, for the second question, if you was Bozy, or if you was in Bozy's corner after that round, the third round, what would you have been? What would have been your instructions to Boots?
To Boots?
Yes. If you was in Bozy's corner after that third round.
Slip uppercuts. Let him throw first, so that way he doesn't run into anything. Because there was a lot of exchange. I would say, listen, be careful, catch those punches, and then let him throw, and you come right with the uppercut because he doesn't. Xander keeps all this open under his chin. He doesn't really swipe down anything like New York fighters do.
Yeah,
you know, he just goes 1, 2 straight, like Puerto Rico style. It's just no offense, but it's very straight. They move a little bit, but they're very, I call it the same routine. Like again, his uppercut is what dropped him the second time.
Yeah.
He should have went back to that again.
Yeah.
He kept whipping to the side, which is dangerous because now you're doing what he does now. And then in exchange, your history. So keep going to the uppercut, catch an uppercut.
But that's what you said as far as he slipped into the inside of the
and caught him with that.
Facts. You're right. Yeah. So what do you call it?
I would have said stick to the uppercuts, catch those punches more, let him throw first.
Stick to the uppercut, catch.
And let him throw first.
So without giving away anything private, do you think Boots' team walked away with this fight feeling satisfied, or do you think that they're leaving with a list of things that they know they need to work on?
I think satisfied.
Satisfied?
Everybody's always gonna say, I gotta do a little something. It's a B plus, or it's a whatever. listen, they're satisfied. Inside, they're satisfied. They want to change a few things, but that's nothing because he's such an elite fighter. That's easy work for him to do that. What, a hiccup here, hiccup there? It's phenomenal against somebody he never fought before who's elite.
And in the weight class, which is the second fight.
And you take in consideration that you're trying to take that man's belts.
That's a fact.
So now you're coming up in weight. You got everybody against you, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Trying to take his belts.
The whole
in the hometown that likes him.
That's a fact.
That's it.
Yeah.
He was so calm. I love the way Boots was so calm. Walked in,
that's one
T-shirt, chilling.
Yeah, that's one thing I loved about him.
I love about him.
When he got hit, and we thought that, we all knew he was hurt, and we thought he was dazed. Because mind you, they're arguing with me in my Instagram and Facebook, in my Instagram and Facebook comments, and my YouTube comments telling me that, yo, he wasn't hurt. They're telling me that Boots wasn't hurt. After Boots himself said that, yo, he alluded to being hurt by saying that he was lazy. Greg Hackett said that, he never seen Boots react
stumbled
like that.
or something happened. Listen.
No, but even Greg Hackett said that he never seen Boots react like that after
Never.
hit. You know what I'm saying? He got hit.
You can't take away from the other guy.
He froze a little bit, and then he got hit with the straight, threw his head back, and he was in the matrix a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody's going to have an opinion because you got, and again, no offense to anybody out there, because you got fans.
Yes.
And then you got realists, right? Like, such as yourself.
We call them fanboys.
Yeah, of course, and we want the fans. But again, everybody's opinion counts. And again, that's what's gonna make them go back to the drawing board and say, okay, you know what? We see these things and what they're saying, but we're gonna fix it. You know. Okay. But I think fans need to realize that those are 8 to 10 ounce gloves. You know what I'm saying? They're small gloves. It does damage. He's human.
Yeah.
He gets hurt.
That's a fact. So.
Don, they go down.
Nice to meet you. I'm gonna get that interview with you. Don't worry. So Boots has basically said, and he said it in the pre press conference before the fight, I don't be getting hit clean like that. After watching that replay, do you agree with him, or do you think that the shot was clean as it looked?
I agree with him.
You agree with him? He don't be getting hit clean like that?
He don't be getting hit clean like that. If you watch all his fights, he rolls with it and it looks like it hits him. He gets hit, but nips. Not even lying. You watch anybody who's a fan of his, you watch his highlights or anything, even his fights. He rarely gets hit flush more than 10 times.
Honestly, that was the cleanest I've ever seen Boots get hit.
And honestly,
I was surprised he got hit because
he stood in the pocket too. I love that Boots stood in the pocket, didn't have to use his feet like everywhere. You know what I mean? Because he's very slick.
I hope nobody's gonna be mad with me about this or Xander's fans, but Xander was moving slow from round 1 to me.
He was 2 steps behind, just a little bit.
And I'm not talking about slower than Boots, because yes, he was slower than Boots. I'm talking about he was slower than
mindset.
He usually is. The way he was throwing his punches, and even in the 3rd round when he threw that left, it was a slow left. That's why it was surprised to me that Boots got caught with the left.
You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna say it like this, and people are gonna probably tell you about this part. My other coach here, Huang, he said it. We were talking about it the other day. He said, "Bam, he was a step behind, but also too, he watched them as they trained and they showed that on TV. They worked on Xander's conditioning more than I feel his skill, because his conditioning was good. He came up a little bit big, but he was on point. The stamina was fine.
Same thing with Spence.
Yes, so it was more like you look too slow, but we know what you want to do, but you didn't have that first step like he does. You're never gonna be like Boots, but you can't bring your hands all the way back against somebody who punches from 2 or 3 inches. Understand?
Yeah.
So you hit him once, he gonna hit you 3 times. You gotta spar with people, and
you think it's pepper, but that's
but it's not. You gotta get the best sparring. I'm not saying that they didn't, but they gotta get guys who mimic him as much as possible.
That's
like
true.
we all do. Who knows? But hopefully they did. You know, but at that day it didn't. Until you're fighting that fighter, it doesn't.
Yeah. Even no matter how much he respawn,
that try to mimic it.
Boots is Boots.
Yeah.
So did this fight make you more confident? I mean, I asked you that question. Against Boots, against Fandora or Virgil, and you already answered that.
I got
question.
Fandora. I got Fandora. You for him to beat Fandora.
So who was the biggest risk between Fandora and Virgil?
The biggest risk?
Yes.
Now I could say Fandora. It'll be a great fight. I don't think Virgil. No disrespect to him, man. I don't think Virgil is like Xander. Virgil's a great fighter on the inside when you let him get that. I think he fights people who are a little slower than him. Against somebody who's slick like that, he's not. Boots knows how to fight off the rope. He's gonna take him apart with that. Uppercuts, easy work with that. I hate to say easy work, but you know what I mean. Like it's
Especially if Boacek dropped him 3 times.
And I like Virgil.
Boacek hits hard.
Yeah. He got grit.
Yeah.
Now, can Boots stand with grit with somebody like that? We're going to see. But Xander doesn't fall in as much as Virgil does. He does fall in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem.
So, yeah, I can't wait to see either of those fights.
Either one.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Fedorov makes more sense for me.
And I think it's going to be more money.
I think more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what's the biggest overreaction you've seen boxing fans have since Saturday night?
The biggest reaction was like...
The biggest overreaction.
Overreaction?
Yeah.
I got 2. That Xander got knocked down, right? And the other one was, like you said, oh my God, he didn't hurt him. Like, it was like, bro, these are 2 human beings that have been doing this for years. Bro, it's all about experience. Again, I felt Xander was too eager. He's young. I want to punch. And I think that Boots is just a little older than him. There's more experience when it comes to like, maybe a little easy, quick off the draw.
Do you think once he got into the ring, because they said that Xander didn't stick to the game plan from round 1. So do you think it was something that that some type of ego thing that made him say, nah, I'm going to stand toe-to-toe
No,
with
because
this guy?
he never fought him, never sparred him. They were both trying to be a little easy, but then they started taking off a little quicker in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think Xander tried to outmatch him once Boots was tagging him.
He should have moved around, right?
He should have moved around, start sweating again, pop that jab, see what he's working with, feel that power on him. Get to see him a little bit. He jumped right into the water. And when he turned with him, that's how he dropped him with the flash knockdown. And he was up like this,
All right. 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Who do you think will remember the most about this fight? Boots proving. Oh no, what do you think will remember the most about this fight?
Yeah.
Boots proving he's championship material because he adjusted, or Xander proving he's closer to elite than people gave him credit to?
Boots.
Boots?
Because he came up in weight. First time he went in that weight class, took my man's belts. And it was a great fight.
And it was a great
That was a great fight. Wish it would have lasted longer.